So I'd definitely make it 5 past now, so I think we ought to make a start. So welcome to everybody. It's very nice to see you all again. We have got a few things to do today, and most of that is going to be focused around the fundamental concept of the actus reus in criminal law. So I think this week in the lecture, and possibly the week before, in fact mainly the week before, you will have covered the idea of the actus reus in some depth now. So we're going into that in much more detail today. So you may find that you want to refer back perhaps to some of the lecture slides and so on about this. So other things we are going to be covering today. I'll just try and make that a bit bigger. So by the end of the session today, we hope that you will understand the meaning and significance of this idea of the actus reus in criminal law. Part of that is to understand the difference between conduct and result crimes, and also to understand when not doing something, i.e. an omission, can lead to criminal liability. And in particular, we want you to be able to use all of that working knowledge that hopefully you're developing on these areas and apply that to some problem scenarios. Okay. So what we'll do is we will look at the warm-up questions in the seminar brief, and I'm going to pop you into some groups to do that. Then we'll have a look at the multiple choice questions, and I propose that we just do that all together and just get through those pretty quickly, really. And then we'll move on to start to look at the problem scenarios that we have got to look at. Then I think we'll have a bit of a break, probably a 5-minute break, and then we'll finish off the work on the problem scenarios, and then we've got some research to do on the case of Paget. So that's how the session is going to go today. I'll come on to that, yeah. So I'll just leave that slide up there for the moment. Can I just check, does everyone have access to the seminar brief? If not, and you'd like me to put the brief up on here, if you can just raise your hand now. Right, okay, so there's quite a few of you that would find it useful if I put that up. Okay, if you just bear with me a moment, I'm going to pop the brief up. And then we can have a look. You'll be able to see the warm-up questions that we're going to start with. Okay, just give me a second. I'll just make that bigger for you. Okay, can everyone see that? Brilliant, okay, thank you. Right, so we've got some fairly gentle warm-up questions here for you, and hopefully these will help you to start thinking about all of the things that we need to have at the front of our minds for the seminar today. So I can see that we've got 16 people, I think. So I'm going to pop you into 4 groups, and then in your groups, if you could please discuss these questions together. And then each group, I will ask you to give feedback to all of us when we come back together. So I don't think you should need very long for this, really. So I'm going to pop you in your groups now, and I would say, you know, a maximum of 10 minutes for this, really. And then we'll come back together and just go through these. Does anyone have any questions at all before I pop you into your groups? I can see Kaylee, you've still got your hand up, but that might be an old hand. Yeah, okay. Any questions from anybody at this stage? No? Marvellous. Okay. All right. Well, I shall assume then that you're all perfectly clear about what you need to do for this first exercise. So I'm going to pop you into some groups now, and then we'll come back here together in about 10 minutes.